Going live. You're live, it says. I'm live. Hooray. How do I situate myself? Don't want to... Ooh. Chair creak. I need to plug in my laptop. Should also load into the actual world, you know? I do love this screenshot loading mod. It is quite nice for logging in. And yes, I did log out just immediately after I signed off last stream, so I haven't done anything in world for a little while. So yeah. Hello, Deathcap. I really gotta get more dogs and learn more mushroom names for more dog names. And also move this fence for the sheep pen. Honestly, it would be much better suited on the other side. Oh, and yeah, I wanted to make this a mercantile district. God, it's been a little while. I'm not gonna lie, it's been a while since the last time I was in this world specifically. I'm going to set up my chair. Okay, hold on. I need to adjust my chair situation because I had my footstool out because whenever I'm doing lessons, especially when I'm just like, I can't be bothered to not relax or whatever doing lessons or homework, I usually have my footstool out. I'm relaxed. I have my chair laid back. I also tend to watch YouTube videos like that a lot. But if I'm actually playing a game, I set my seat up more upright. Jeez. I still tend to have my chair leaned back though, just kind of out of habit because that, like, I can scooch all the way back and just sort of lean back a little bit and then have a pretty gentle situation with my back. Like, yeah, I prop my head up a little bit, and if I actually had my back fully upright, I would be facing down. But in terms of how I normally sit, and I normally have to sit for a long time, I have to lean back, otherwise my lower back has problems. Like, well, in general, my lower back has problems, but this allows me to sit in a comfortable position for a long time and not, like, start to hunch over because I'm actually leaned back. So, yeah. Anyways, how is everyone doing? It's been a little while since we were in the Minecraft world, and today I want to actually do some work. Last time I don't know, well, I didn't have a plan last time. The entire point of last time was making plans and thinking grand and putting my thoughts into into action, because I didn't really have any idea what exactly I was going to be doing once I actually set everything up. Now I kind of do. I'm still speculating in my mind what exactly I want to do in terms of things like, oh, how do I make a sewer system? Oh, what should I even do for that? Like, I kind of don't know yet, but in general that isn't too big of a worry. Like, I don't need to have that necessarily. Yeah, anyways, the whole thing is I want to start working on streets, and I want to make sure that all the street layouts and all the home layouts are as I want them, because they kind of feel okay, but then in other places they kind of feel like I haven't really finished them yet, if that makes sense. Like, a lot of these buildings, they're reasonably big, but are they too big? because they are built to player scale. They're not built to human scale, definitely. In fact, I actively know there are many, many European homes, old European homes specifically, sort of in this style vein, because in some sense I have kind of gone a little bit medieval. I'm definitely going for an old style town here. And that kind of means small buildings, narrow streets, like this 2-meter wide street. That's kind of perfect. Admittedly, this is just like a alleyway. It isn't a super big street. Like, people are barely going to be going through that. However, there is still the opportunity to, and I would like to leave that open. As well, I want to see, like, would people opportunistically use the streets or, like, use the space more that's available to them to expand into? Because I have the feeling that somebody might try and build here. For instance, that could very well be something someone tried to do. However, well, said person might not be allowed to get very close to the wall, but I am still not sure if that's the final location for the wall. So, another building or like another home, they share a wall. Things like this, just like little, almost the nip and tuck sort of situation going on, to make things just a little bit more neat and pristine, make things a little less disconnected. Because in a lot of these cases, in a lot of these places, like, why on earth would people not share a wall? Even if it was like their walls just touch, like, yeah, they don't physically share a wall, but their walls border each other's. Like, why wouldn't they? Both walls are more physically sturdy because of it. Just expand one wall and then you have a good place, you know? Yeah, no? I'm thinking that I could move this wall back a bit. Just to give a little more room for this main street. I apologize, by the way. I swept up my garage today. It stirred up so much fucking dust. I can barely breathe through my nose, specifically. But, yeah. It also really flared my asthma, which was no good. No good. And I can't do decongestants. That's just like the nail in the coffin for making everything suck forever. To quote Night in the Woods, everything sucks forever. Oh, May. I do want to revisit that at some point. I forget if I got the DLC for that. I might not have. But, the DLC for that, by the way, basically just turns out to be an extension to the music minigame. That minigame, by the way, is kind of fun in my opinion. Because, like, I personally really love the Guitar Hero sort of the games. There's one mobile app game called Tap Studio that I used to use. then that one got discontinued and they made something else. And they could only use licensed music, I believe, instead of the music that you had already bought. Like the whole point of Tap Studio originally, and the way that it had to work was you had to use music from your iTunes library that you had purchased, and you could only play rounds with that music. Yeah, you could only play games using the music that you had purchased. And, like, in general, that gives you a pretty good breadth of capability to, like, play a lot of different kinds of songs and rounds and stuff. A lot of different games. I had some very nice custom things that I had made, that I had downloaded from other people. All of it very nice and very fun. But like after a while, everything started to become more and more buggy because iOS updates and stuff, and eventually it just no longer was on the App Store. I think they had problems because it was people were complaining probably, or like they just wanted to move on to more choreographed stuff, because I realized that content is only so good based on things actually being I guess satisfied / recognized for all of the levels, all of the songs, all the rounds, games, or whatever that you could play that had already been made. And like that's the problem with the user generated content reliance. Like it gives you a lot and yet so little, both as a user and as a company who is making a game with that. Hello, midnight. I just sniffed right into the microphone. I am sorry. I don't have any tissue either. Just so that you are aware, I do not have any tissues because I think I ran out back in autumn and I haven't gotten any since because it turned to winter and then my allergies cleared up and I haven't thought, oh, I need tissues again. Hey Midnight, how are you doing? Hello, Sarah. How are you? I am good. How about you? I should take a drink of water. Oh my god, you know what I just realized? I have song requests. I never started playing any music. I thought I should do that at some point. But I totally forgot. Just a reminder, for song requests, do check whether or not a song will get the stream archive blocked in all countries or the US. And whether or not the video can be embedded also determines whether or not I can even play it in the song request. Good, thanks for asking. Well, that's good. I'm tired, but I got Bravely Default 2. Ah, nice. Anyways, you can check the description for specifics on that. On the song requests. I don't know if I've also put in that the song requests have a time limit on them. Oh yeah, I did specify that the max length is 10 minutes. Always good to make sure that I've covered my bases. Especially when my stream descriptions, I haven't changed a lot of them in a really long time. And like, I just reuse them It is really useful. It's one of the things that I like from the new YouTube studio. One of the handful of things that I appreciate from the new YouTube system was the ability to reuse old streams as a base to just make a new one. And I know some people complain about it because, specifically one of my friends who also streams, she complained a little bit about it when it first switched over, but like, why are there blocks just all over the place? Oh, these are these are layouts and plans. Okay, so sand represents the main street, the diorite represents alleyways or smaller streets, and then all the cobblestone represents the frames of, or outsides of homes or buildings or whatever that are going to be here. And I'm still trying to figure out what am I going to do specifically for a lot of these roads, because I think at some point I do want to slope this more than just going directly up a block by stairs or just a handful of slabs. I think I want to spread the slabs out. I just don't know how far. So that's why they're kind of all over the place there. Anyways. Now that I think about it, I'm thinking that main streets will be paved, alleyways will be more rocky and dirty. So like you'll have I should make a block palette for this. The thing is, I just need to figure out like then what streets will have the nice slopes. Oh right, I don't have the fucking fabric. I don't have the fabric zoom mod. Damn it. I wanted to zoom in on the Gumshoe. That's who it is. Dick Gumshoe. On the Dick Gumshoe confused face. Everyone's favorite himbo from the Ace Attorney series. Did I really just come over here for blocks when I barely have anything over here? If you're doing that, you should add like signs for what road you are on. Yeah, I could. I don't have a very good, I don't have a signs mod. You know what I just thought? There is actually a really good signs mod. I know it's for Forge, but like... anyways, okay, so... I'm trying to think. What materials could I use for... Oh, do I not have andesite slabs? I guess not. I do have polished slabs. I don't have a lot of andesite, so I'm gonna need to... I'm probably gonna use some amount of stone. Andesite. I don't think I'm actually gonna use any polished andesite. I'll put this back. Stone bricks, definitely. Oh. Why did I not fill out this? Okay, I have plenty of stone, so I'm just gonna make some more stone bricks. I don't have very much basalt, and I don't think I'm gonna use a lot of basalt. I don't have... Ooh. Blackstone would be too dark, now that I think about it. Although it would be nice if I had a lighter cousin to Blackstone, like, you know, Deep Slate. I was wondering whether or not I should try and mod in a basic recipe for that, to make my own, of the new blocks recently, but I decided against it, not only because I have other things to be doing, like schoolwork, but also I think I should probably just leave it to the developers to do stuff like that. So no Deep Slate for me. I'll just grab 3 stacks of gravel. That's for red sand. I'm probably gonna need plenty of dirt, and I'm just gonna toss. Just gonna toss all the wheat seeds, and I will plant the azure bluets. I'll replant these because azure bluets are pretty nice. I like them. So long as it's not 164 and Flowercraft is destroying everything with azure bluets. That was a weird bug back in the day. A very weird bug. Nobody liked that. Well, I guess I can just. I really should do something more with what am I trying to say? Like project chests again, because I don't really like having to constantly go back and forth for resources and stuff. Alright. I did take out my crafting table from my inventory, so I guess that's what I get for doing that. Let's go ahead and make a chest. I keep so much junk on me all the time. I also don't need that boat. I probably should put that boat next to my house in the extras chest. Honestly, there's a lot of things I should just keep in the extras chest that I don't, because I know I'll forget them when I actually need them. But I'm gonna toss the coal and the boat in there, just because I know I really shouldn't need them. But yeah, street signs might be a cool thing. Oh my god, you know what? I programmed this into my mod. I could use this as street signs. Who needs a clever street signs mod when I have banners? Sarah, you are unwittingly a genius. Okay, so, something with my foxes mod. Whenever I click on one of my custom foxes, with a specifically colored banner, I get a colored fox banner. They're different based on the color of the banner that you click on them, and then they have a nice, cool little design. They look pretty similar within the same vein, but they have a distinct color palette. I have 16 of those! And this is Foxberd. This is the Fox Kingdom. Come on. I get 16 named streets. I don't need more than that. I doubt I'll even need all of them. But like, that means that I get an excuse to go and visit the foxes and get banners for them all. So, yay. Oh, that's lovely. Okay, so, I have red, I have pink, I have cyan. That's yellow, that's lime, let's do orange. Purple is a nice one. Black is interesting. Blue is nice. White looks cool. Light blue is nice as well. I mean, I guess I could basically get every single banner. So, yeah, I'll just do that. I have white, I have blue. Already got that one, already got that one. Purple, black, brown. Already have cyan and magenta. All right, so how many more is that? Yeah, 13, because I already have 3. Then I go over here to where I have all the sticks next to the tree farm. Just gotta make literally all the banners. And then I'll have 16 bearded fox banners that I can use for street signs. I mean, maybe I'll need all of them. But I'll probably need multiple of them as well. But like, in terms of just planning out the general streets, I'll just take one of each. So yeah, this, like, why wouldn't I use these? This is actually really clever. Excuse me. The idea to do street signs, I never would have thought of that, so thank you for that. But, oh, that's lovely. Oh, the bees, the end bees. Oop. All right, we gotta find some foxes. Now I haven't gone and changed the code that makes them afraid of me, because again, I haven't had time. The main thing is I want to make it so that the foxes are not afraid of me being around. And I gotta avoid being too close to them when I stand, otherwise they run away. I think I saw one there just now. I hear a zombie. I also really gotta light this place up. I don't want my fox sanctuary to be a zombie haven, so like, come on. And can you blame me? Oh yeah, the pink one! The pink one. Oh, so cute. I'll let you sleep. All right. I have an inventory full of banners. And now it's time to actually use them. All right. The big road probably will be called Cyan Street. Now my question is, how far does Cyan Street stretch and from where? Do we assume this is city center, or do we assume that that area over there is the main city center, or that area over there, because it's by the storehouse, the mercantile district, will connect over to the Fox Sanctuary, connects back over here, and connects out to the main manor and the town, the governmental district over there. Do I assume that is town center and assume that Cyan Street stretches out from there? I am actually going to go with the idea that city center starts over here with this square. Like, this is the second market square, but Cyan Street starts and ends here. So, like, this is the emblematic fox of this whole area, the Cyan Fox. The idea is, historically, there were a lot of birch trees here at some point, and the Cyan Foxes are the ones who like to spawn in forests. Now, sadly, naturally, this area was generated long before I had the Cyan Fox. I even had the Foxberd mod up and working. Well, I didn't call it the Foxberd mod. I call it the Bearded Fox mod, specifically so that it diverges it just a little bit from the actual series name. But the foxes were basically made for this because of this mod, because of this series. But the Cyan one is specifically for this kingdom. All the other colors are just like the species in general. So yeah, at the moment, I don't have any Cyan Foxes in the Fox Sanctuary, which is kind of sad. But yeah, so this is still part of Cyan Street from what I can guess. So this will be White Street. And then Black Street will probably, or Black Alley? Black Road? I don't know. Let's make light gray. Light gray road will run parallel or alongside White Street for a little direction. It'll run into gray road. This street I'm going to make this Black Street. Yeah, see, it's really dark and like striking. I'm still unsure about that banner design specifically, but I guess it works. That's Gray Street or Gray Road, whatever. And then White Street just kind of goes along this whole way and meets up here. So is this a continuation of White Street or Black Street? Oh no. Now that makes me want to take the gray away and put it there instead. I can make this brown instead. I will make this red alley, gray street, all right. Let's go with Pink Street. And then Green Road. This splits off. This is barely anything, but I think it will be considered a continuation of Pink Street. And then this way, let's make that blue. Blue Street to the governmental district. I still need to build that bridge, of course, but we'll cross that bridge when we build it, you know? Yeah, that was a terrible joke, but whatever. Gray Street runs all the way up. This short street we can call Lime. Wasn't this one called Green? Yeah, this is green, so that one can be Lime. Or do I want it to be just a loop of green? Yeah, I'll consider this green as well. Why not? It'll just all be green. And then, this street in and of itself is just a whole brain fuck. Hey Lettuce, how you doing? You have amazing news? All right, let's hear it. This is still Cyan. Cyan goes up all the way around, and I'm wondering, should this part still be considered Cyan, or do I consider it Cyan when it branches over this way? My thought is Cyan is a sacred path sort of thing, so Cyan keeps going. This will be purple. I have amazing news. I got a girlfriend. Oh my gosh, good for you, Lettuce. This can be light blue. Light blue. Oh, excuse me. It's low contrast, but it looks nice. Anyways, that's great. Orange. And I can make this one yellow. Oh no, I didn't click the magenta. Yeah, she's perfect. Good for you. Good for you. And I don't necessarily need to name every street and alley. In fact, I could just make this an extension of light gray. So, yeah. The street that encircles everything, do I want to give that a name? I'm not gonna name these. If I do name them, I'm only naming them one thing. This outside street though, I think I do want to name. Lime definitely doesn't need a name. Purple, this sort of thing is a little bit more complex than just not as perfect as Andrew though. Oh my god, Lettuce. Yeah, I guess I can give this little alley a name. It will be Lime. Purple gets a name. This is just the tiny connecting road to the outer road. The outer road, I guess, can be Orange Street. Now this is still part of Cyan Avenue. Like, Cyan connects all the way through. Ugh. What are you making right now? I am naming all of the streets. So, someone came up, made the recommendation, why don't I put down a bunch of street signs? And I thought, or I thought of the idea, wait, I have all these banners, why don't I just use one of those, or some of these? And, yeah, that's kind of where I'm at now. So that's all light blue. And some of these little connecting streets don't even count. It's only really the long ones that I'm thinking of actually giving names, like the ones that are at least one unit across, you know, so to speak, one building. Or more than that, I should say. Everything has to be at least one building across. Well, more or less. Anyways, inadvertently, I've already used most of the street names. All I've got left are yellow and magenta. Technically, I could reuse them, and I definitely will. But, yeah, so throughout the main districts, there will be a handful of repeats, but yellow and magenta so far have not been reused. Do you want to know the inspiration for my name? Yeah, sure, why not? Ooh, red foxo. Oh no. Oh boy. Wait. Where's... Does that fox have my banner? You mischievous little... Where did it go? What? Burger King foot lettuce? Oh my god. Where did that fox go? The lettuce is lifeless from being stomped on. Alright, where the hell is my magenta banner? Ugh. Oh my. Wait, why is it specifically by that? You know what? We'll find out. Can I ask you a question? I guess? Why is Shrek so perfect? I don't know. I don't know. All I know is that Shrek is love, Shrek is life. Said that out of the blue. Alright, Foxos. Oh, so this is just a normal song. Okay. I assume. Wait a minute, what? Is that fox out of the cave? Is that fox out of the fence? Wait, how did you get out there? No! No, Foxo! What? How? Why? No! Oh no! I don't have any leashes. I don't have any leads. No, no, no. It's a pain in the ass to corral foxes. No. Don't actually request Shrek is love shark. That's where that was. Oh my god. Foxes. Actually working with foxes has made me think, maybe it was a mistake making the mod based off of them. They are too mischievous. Do you have a permit to have all those foxes? There is no permit office in this world. And the end result is, I've actually bred most of them. Most of them were born in captivity. But also the idea is that this kingdom has been actually, like, keeping foxes for decades. I need to actually... It is illegal to have more than four foxes in 1 acre. Okay, now I need to figure out where is that white fox, because said white fox is probably somewhere in this area, and I need to find it and put it in a boat. And then row it back into the sanctuary.
I discovered my talent when I grew up in a North region Scotland, and kids being kids would start taking things from each other.
Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait.
A little coin.
The brown one too?
And I said, "You're not getting
Oh
this."
no.
I don't know how it worked. I just went, and that little penny returned, and I thought, hey. I go on the airline, and I know
Ay.
number am I, and just cough up the boarding ticket, and I'll say 23A, ma'am. I get a lot of people who come up and say, hey, can you swallow this for me, please? Can you swallow my lighter? Can you swallow my keys? Light bulbs, goldfish.
Mischievous little fuckers.
Can you swallow my wife and don't bring her back? What if I swallow you and keep you in? No, I'm kidding. Go out there, man.
Why is the font on those characters so blocky? Is that like supposed to be Chinese simplified, or is that something else? I don't know.
Thank you very much. My name is Stevie Starr, and I'm known as the professional regurgitator.
Anyway.
How did you get into that then?
I lived in an orphanage, children's home in Scotland, and I used to swallow my pocket money to hide it from the other children. When I was a child, I would swallow the bumblebee from the flower. I sit in the classroom, and I say, Miss, look. I cough up the bumblebee, and he would fly away.
So it was still alive?
Oh, yeah. Don't try this at
Well,
home.
I can't wait to see this.
Cool.
I need to figure out, are the foxes still there? I have a feeling they aren't. Ow.
$1 coins. Each coin, I have them marked 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I'll start to show you them.
Maybe?
I will swallow coin number 1. Now, you won't hear the first one because there is nothing there. You will hear coin 2 click off coin 1 when it hits inside. Number 2. Did you hear that? Let's eat more money. Number 3.
Okay, that fox just bounced into that boat automatically.
And we have number 4.
I don't know, am I actually able to move that boat?
And nothing. Which number shall I bring you back? Number 3. Everyone says 3. Number 3.
You rotate.
Hmm.
He's rotating it.
What I need to know is, can I get the brown fox to go into the boat as well?
I still have 1, 2, and 4.
Oh, the brown fox is just
Numbers.
there.
And number 1. Number 1 and number 2 will both come together.
Okay, brown fox was just like, I'm sleeping. Which is cute and all, but still.
You, 1, and number
It's the professional regurgitator. What?
Last one has gone a little far. I'm
Uh,
going to
oh,
get it back.
oh,
But I
okay.
have to use a light bulb. That is a genuine light bulb.
Oh, vibe station. That's what that's trying to say.
It hits the bottom.
Oh. Oh. That's why those characters specifically were all selected. I was like, why does that look like a V? Yeah. This is gonna be a real pain in the ass.
Do you know what I got here? I have a little glass of
Just do me without any lube, why don't you?
I'm not going to swallow yet. I'm not going to swallow. Come here.
Which reminds me,
So, perfect.
magenta
Now,
banners.
I need you to hold this little plate for me. When you take water and sugar and you mix them both together, look,
Ay, 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 ay.
to the sugar.
I need to figure out how these foxes are getting out,
It's wet.
because there are probably several that have gotten out.
Sugar inside me.
I just don't know how. The thing is, I know they can jump, and I know they can pounce on things like rabbits and what have you. So, chickens. That's what I'm trying to think of. Chickens. They can pounce on rabbits and chickens. And I probably need to make the fence taller then. Which, oh boy.
No, 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 no. Oh, the sweet sugar helps the medicine go down. The medicine go down.
But also, I know they try and like pounce at fish. So there's also the fact that I need to make sure that they can't get out through this side because they will try to do the same.
Thank you
Like,
very much.
ay ay ay.
Thank you very much.
How do you feel?
100%.
Really? Well, I mean, I have to say that was unbelievable. I don't understand how you.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I would love to.
I definitely need to make the fences taller.
Thank you. Thank you.
Can't wait.
You know, there is an
My nose is so fucking stuffed up.
leave them wanting more, and you will
It hasn't been this plugged in ages.
a lot more.
It's horrible.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
The worst part is, like, spring is just around the corner.
Oh, thank you so much.
I can feel it,
Very much.
and I hate it.
Thank you very much.
The stupid part is my mom decided, hey, I'm gonna open the fucking patio door today and leave it open to get some fresh air. Like she herself doesn't also have allergies. I know she doesn't experience them nearly as bad as I do.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Like, she has also somehow placeboed her way into thinking, oh, ever since I've cut down on my diet, I've actually had less allergies. She hasn't. I've actually, like, kind of been aware of times she's coughed and sneezed and stuff, and it's still the same. Like, honestly, it's
Sugar on you.
uh,
Thank you very much.
it's bad.
Number
Why the
15.
fuck would you get a
King
fucking
foot
air
lettuce.
purifier and then open the goddamn patio door?
Burger King burger
Like-
with someone's foot fungus, but as it turns out, that might be what you get.
That
A
purified
fortune
air
uploaded
is
a
only
photo,
so
and
pure
honestly, through the
because of the fact that we
site,
keep,
casing his feet in
like,
plastic
American
covered
houses and
lettuce,
stuff are
with the
kept
statement,
are basically
"This is the
hemosealed.
lettuce you eat at Burger King.
Like,
Admittedly,
they are
it had
very,
shoes on,
very
but
tightly
that's even
controlled
worse. The post
thermally
went live at
and
11:38 p.m.
air
on
quality
July
wise
16th,
normally.
and a mere 20 minutes
Like, we
later,
change the furnace
Burger
filter
King
every
question was alerted to the rogue employee at least.
every
I
month
hope
if we
he's
can.
rogue. How did it happen?
It's a 4-star
Well,
furnace,
the
of course, so it has to have a
employee
filter,
had
otherwise it
removed
just
the EXIF data from
there's
the
just
uploaded
shitloads of
photo,
dust in the air.
which
I'm like,
suggested the
no one
culprit was
wants that for
somewhere in
one,
Mayfield
but
Heights,
for two, if you
Ohio.
have allergies,
This was at
it's shit.
11:47. 3 minutes later,
And if
at
you don't have
11:50,
allergies, then
the Burger
good
King
fucking
branch
luck.
address was posted
but-
with wishes of happy unemployment. 5 minutes later, the news station was
I
contacted
just-
by another 4chaner, and 3 minutes later, at 11:58, a link was posted. BK's Tell Us About Us online form. The foot photo, otherwise known as Exhibit A, was attached. Cleveland Scene magazine contacted the BK in question the next day. When questioned, the breakfast shift manager said, "Oh, I know who that is. He's getting fired. Mystery solved by 4chan. Now we can all go back to eating our fast food in peace."
I just looked at it like, fucking 4chan. Also, 4chan. And no, I don't watch videos for requests. I used to do that. I used to try. I've realized that not only is it futile, but also it feels boring. And it's not fair on watchback.
All of a sudden, you crazy now? You want to lay in a mental hospital? You don't murder my son, man, for nothing? When he was trying to get away
I
from
do
you,
really need to get some sort of Kleenex. Even fucking toilet paper would be good.
you kept shooting him while his back was under the truck. You kept shooting him, man. You kept shooting him in his back. His back was turned to you.
I also probably should get rid of the apples and the sticks. Come to think of it, America is lucky. You guys have AC here in Ireland. If we need air, we open a window or a door. Yeah. But then again, throughout a lot of Europe, Europe has heat pumps, which are much more efficient than what we have here for heating. My God. I mean, I guess I'm kind of lucky that I live in an area like I do where a lot of us have baseboard heating, which is like pretty damn cheap. Heck, even a lot of modern homes, the way that they're built, I'm also lucky to live in a new construction home, and we have really, really efficient heating and good furnace systems. Although, like, there are still parts of our house that just are cold as hell as a result of the way that the thermostat system works, and our layout makes it so that heat mostly goes upstairs instead of down, which normally is good, but yeah, it's not super great. Also, yeah, I wonder why that happened. Heat pumps work reasonably well in pretty cool climates, so I'm kind of surprised that heat pumps haven't spread more to the southern US for the sake of being able to do just like switching between AC and heating, because it's literally the same function in reverse. And you can use the same tubing and running the fluid in the opposite direction. Yeah, you need to do a little bit of valve work and stuff, but it's not that hard. Again, everything is effectively the same except for where the fluid goes after it leaves the compressor. Like, oh, trust me, I don't think you want to know. Oh, okay. I do know, however, that at my latitude, here in the US, it gets exceedingly cold. So compared to even like Ireland and the UK, we get pretty solidly cold winters. Like, it can be bad, but I don't. Right, I've moved everything except for the sticks, the charcoal, and the apples over. That. So actually I could get that oak wood back because I'll probably actually need it anyway. I also might need those sticks that I put away. Okay, I need to be back. I need to go get something to be able to blow my nose because, like, it's getting to be not only a problem, I sound terrible. What the fuck? I'm also saying what the fuck to the faces. I gotta go. I need to know. Good luck.
Okay, I want to run full
Tell me
diagnostics on
this.
the system.
Okay.
It's completely unnecessary.
Yeah. Movie magic. I'm sorry, I'm distracted by things. I'll be back. Just listen to the wackiness of a moving card from Now You See Me. The fucking magician wizards. Ugh.
Walk on my own.
I do realize that I did not actually turn off the
Just met, man.
the microphone, so fun. However, I am actually going to need to because, like, my nose is fucking faucet now.
Hey. My eyes are up here, man. How do you like it?
Turn around.
Do you have anything? I don't know. Can't trust anybody. I'm good.
They're clean. Do your final checks and get them out of here. Okay.
Oh, we're walking this way again. Yay. I don't speak the language. See? What did I tell you, man? We didn't have anything.
Hopefully that solves my nose problems for at least a few moments. It is nice to not just have everything all built up inside of my nostrils.
Something about a big white dance floor makes me want to boogie. Hey, thanks for having us. It's great stuff. Okay, you guys are pretty serious about your security, huh?
Do I have all my things? I feel like I came in with more stuff. Did I come in with more stuff? I think you don't think so.
Sir, I think you still have my wallet. Remember I gave it to you when I came in?
Okay.
It would be nice to leave with it.
I was just looking at the song request like, what else is there left? And the answer is not very much.
Wallet coming through.
I was also debating, do I get rid of the memes? Because memes.
Sorry, my belt.
Guess that's everything, right? Thank you. That is not a toy, Buffy.
Subscribe right now and like the video, and put the dog biscuits in the bag. Girl. How come he didn't cry during Titanic? Does he have any emotions? Boy. Losing that one rare Lego brick that was needed to complete the set. When girls getting rejected by art school. When boys getting rejected by art school. Oh,
What
he's
the fuck
probably
was that
thinking
supposed to
about
be?
other women. Him. I think I should have stayed single instead of dating this crazy woman who never trusts me.
Half of this is gonna be, are the straights
Isn't it
okay?
weird how we live longer than men. Men. He's probably thinking about other women. Why would it take 3 days to make a potato salad? Girls. I wonder why we live longer than boys. Boys. James May attempts to ignite a Satan nuclear missile. Girls
sorry.
toiletries. Boys toiletries.
9 in 1.
Girls with Photoshop. OMG, I can make myself look prettier now. Boys
Or
with
look like a
Photoshop.
cartoon.
Mom, I am gonna go out with a male
Yeah, I'm
friend.
just gonna... Memes. Anyways. Let us continue. So, I was thinking at some point I could do some mod development. I'm thinking that I am going to do a little bit of street building. Like actual street building. Like, you know, clearing out streets and trying to put down like the proper materials and stuff. So, do I want smooth stone to be part of that? Because if I do, I should make some. I probably should. Yeah, there are 6 stacks of stone. I can make 3 smooth stone. That'll look good. Oh yeah, and I almost forgot about the fox enclosure. Okay, so. And now I don't have the excess coal. You know what? I have extra furnaces already. I'm gonna put back 3 stacks of stone because I'm gonna use actual stone, and then if I can just go ahead real fast and ay. Get the coal on me. I think I've already refilled everything, actually. Yeah. Yeah, whatever. Okay, and then gonna blow my nose again. 1 sec. Okay. Back again. Alright, so, Sproing, actually. Springy. I'm gonna utilize the sticks and stuff that I already have first. All right. We'll see just how well that covers everything. I don't know why, for some reason I just thought of the movie Contact. Just out of the blue. I've never really even seen that fucking movie, so like, the fact that for some reason SR Haddon just came into my mind is bizarre. But, yeah. Who else wants to meet their dead on a beach? I don't fucking know how to make references sometimes. But also, that is one hell of a reference. And I really, really should make sure that I get those foxes back in the actual area of the sanctuary, shouldn't I? I should. I need to figure out how they're getting out. I know that foxes can jump really high, and that definitely impacts their I'm gonna assume that I got that fence because I don't see it anymore. Anyways, I know they can jump high, I just don't know how high. In real life, I'm pretty sure they can jump pretty high as well. I just don't know how high that translates to in game. But like, reasonably, foxes don't usually jump that high, per se, for just any situation. I did actually get it for sure that time. Now, for some reason, with my little sting going on in my head, now I just thought of Goldfinger, the man with the Midas touch. And yeah, now that's the only thing I can think of. First, it's just randomly SR Haddon, and then fucking, like, Goldfinger. Come on, brain. Really? Are these the things that I think of all the time? Yeah, actually, they kind of are sometimes. Not always, but a lot of the time. Oh, look at the fox. That's an apple. Oh, that's cute. Hello, Joe Santos? Recommendation, use English. This is an English speaking channel so that everyone can actually communicate fairly and equally and stuff. Just a request I have for everyone. What do I feel like Donmi was it Donmi? Donmi? Yeah, something like that related to sleep. Which is also part of where English gets the word dormitory. That word sticks out. I remember hating learning about the verb ir. That's about it in terms of my Spanish and French memory goes. The problem is, a tilde makes me think that's Portuguese, which I don't know. I am unfamiliar with Portuguese. And its conventions in spelling choices. Yes, I realize Portuguese and Spanish have a lot in common, more so than Spanish and French. Although I think Portuguese has less Arabic influence, maybe? Was that it? I'm actually not sure. But excuse me. Anyways, I also know that Brazilian Portuguese has evolved more on its own than Portuguese. Oh, excuse me. God, no, I had that guts. Runny nose to hiccups. What a lovely feeling. Oop. That was a weird lag spike. Don't know what happened there. Wonder if one of the trees just tried to grow but didn't. Who knows? Only time. And who can say where the road speaks? Where the nights creep? Where the nights speak in your home. Or whatever the lyrics are for Only Time. First, I actually need to make these into planks, so, that will help. Wow, that's actually perfect. Let's see if that actually is enough. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, I do realize I'm sniffling right into the microphone, but there is no way to prevent that. At least occasionally, and like, it's bad. Once you get to the point of sniffles, it's just like, it's like surrender or Sisyphean effort of trying to keep your nose clear, and that's just no fun. Absolutely no fun. I do realize that I also could potentially make sure that the boxes are secure by this direction. All right. You know, something I want to do at some point is actually be able to learn to speak Japanese specifically. In part because I want to be able to speak a language that isn't just a romance language. Because I've tried my hand at romance languages, and the thing is, they get weird, and the gender systems are weird. And I mean, admittedly, most languages are pretty fucking weird. They're natural languages. They have all the weirdness of all the cultures that they come from. And I found that, yeah, Japanese has its quirks. Kanji are fucking insane. I think most people agree kanji are the most ridiculous idea, but also one of the most ridiculously Japanese ideas. Interesting. Yeah, it is directly beneath the river. Huh. I don't have dynamic lights turned on. I'm almost tempted to turn it on, but then I don't know if it would actually be able to run well or good. But I am somewhat tempted to, because of the fact that I have the glow squid mod, I want to make it maybe so that I can optionally have compatibility with the with Lamb's dynamic lights, like the glow squid mod, with the bearded foxes, because I want to maybe I'd go into the mod dev section of the stream now. That could be fun and interesting. I mean, I've done a little bit of, I guess, chores and street ideas. I'll spend another 15 minutes. I'll just quick like try and figure out a proper block palette for the streets. Speaking of, I actually need to go and get that smooth stone that I smelted. Anyways, I was thinking I should make some kind of situation, or like I should figure out some kind of event or way to get some sort of godly or god tier foxes that maybe glow. Maybe, just maybe. I'll have to look into dynamic lights and whether or not its API supports being optional. So actually, now that I think about it, oh yeah, okay. Yeah, I had timestamps turned back on. Hooray. Like, the fact that timestamps have been off for the longest time, they, with the new YouTube Studio, they turned them off by default. I was no longer able to see, oh, this is when that, Wendy's were chatted. Like, I couldn't see when messages were, how new they were, or how long it took for me to see them, which is nice for the sake of being able to be conversational, but YouTube decided to just turn them off by default, I guess. God damn it, YouTube Studio. That was one of the many problems people had with YouTube Studio. Usability, like little custom settings and stuff that you had set up before, especially with streams, just were gone. Although if you started using it a little bit later, you actually could keep settings, and then the whole point was to prioritize keeping the settings per like stream configuration. So like I have a ton of, well, I have a ton of streams, but and not even that many custom settings and stuff, but just a handful that stay the same, plus easily altered titles. I have basically copy-paste descriptions that I used to use. I don't even have to use those anymore because they're just autofill, and it's so nice. All I ever have to do sometimes is edit the description, and then when I next go, I just copy the latest stream. So that means that it's so much easier for me to have up-to-date mod lists. This is the best thing in the world for me because it has been so long running that I have had problems keeping up-to-date mod lists. Anyways, I need to blow my nose again real fast. I'm using my microphone so you guys don't have to hear that. All right, back. Okay, so another language that I just remembered I also want to learn is Tokipona, but I really should, because that language, as simple as it is, it's actually pretty neat. It's, well, I guess it is neat partially because of the fact that it's so simplistic, but also it's really transliteratable. Like, you can write it with Hangul, you can write it with Chinese characters even. You can write it with very few Chinese characters at that. Like, if you wanted to, you absolutely could use, well, I normally know them as Hanji, because of the fact that I'm familiar with Japanese. But anyways, I think now is a good time to switch over to mod development. So, prepare to be a little bit behind the scenes, and if you're like not a programmer, then that's okay. Don't expect to I don't expect anyone who's watching and watching me program and stuff to actually know what I'm doing. This is basically just background noise for you. Or if you're curious, me going through conceptually what goes into... Oh, I bumped my microphone. Because I'm gesticulating with my hands, but you guys can't see that. IntelliJ. This is just like me going through things. Please wait, we'll be right back. Just gotta wait for IntelliJ to load up. I can close out a multi-MC because I don't think I'm going to be going back into that. Also, I need to blow my nose again already. Sorry. Okie dokie. Studio mode. Switch over to this version or this scene. Oh right, I almost fucking forgot. I have another mod that I'm working on. My nose is running so bad. Like, blowing my nose doesn't help enough. Do I or do I not? Oh yeah, because of the fact that, okay, this is the weirdest fucking thing. Android Studio and IntelliJ were made by the same people, so my Android Studio source works for IntelliJ when I am developing mods. I don't use Android Studio anymore because I'm done with that class, but like, I don't know. Anyways, I got a tiny bit of the way. I just made this project setup, but this project is called Completer Sets. The idea and point is that I will have a extension of the vanilla slabs, stairs, and walls, and even some block types that we are missing. So actually, let me open up Word real fast because I want to be able to show you the list that I have. Well, actually, I'll just read it off. But here's the list of missing, of possible and unique block variants as of 1.16.5, although I'm technically making it for I was about to say I'm making it for 1.16.4. I think I grabbed the project for 1.16.5. Well, it's the latest fabric one, or next to latest anyway. This is from a few days ago. But anyways, should I show the actual Word doc? Yeah, I'll show the Word doc. I'll turn off studio mode. Let me just add in a window capture. Word. Hey, what did you know? Word. Transform. Fit to screen? Wow. How about I stretch to screen, because actually that's basically the same thing. It's just a little bit more vertically wide or tall. Anyways, the list of missing, possible unique block variants as of 1.16.5. All colors of concrete slabs, stairs, and walls. I'm still unsure about walls, but I'm fairly certain that you can make... Concrete can be shaped like anything. We can make cubes of it, we can make slabs and stairs, and probably walls too. Same with terracotta, plain and simple. Follows the same principle because terracotta's... It is highly shapeable and moldable. If we can make fucking cubes of it, we can make slabs of it. We can also make stairs of it, and we can reasonably speaking make walls of it. Smooth stone stairs and walls, come on, why don't we have them? Part of the reason is unique textures, but I'll figure that one out. Stone walls, give me stone walls. For the love of God, give me stone walls. Polished andesite walls, polished diorite, polished granite walls. Cracked stone bricks don't have slab, stairs, or walls. Why don't we have slab, stairs, and walls for the cracked variants? Those are just irritating. They're useful. If we could have slabs of the normal ones, we could have cracked versions of the slabs. Like, come on. Chiseled slabs. Now, I'm thinking that I'm only going to give chiseled variant slabs because, reasonably speaking, trying to figure out how to make a chiseled of anything line up nicely with stairs is kind of weird. But then you also have to take into account the fact that a lot of them have like some sort of a face. So I don't want to try and make it so that it fits dynamically with a face type texture. That would just be annoying. So I'm gonna just give them slabs, and you can deal with that much easier than just dealing with full blocks. Like, I have been in situations where having a chiseled slab would actually work. Stairs, if you're considering getting stairs, remember that programmatically they're actually ridiculously hard to make the textures work right. Prismarine, why don't we have prismarine brick walls or dark prismarine walls? Now there are more variants that I actually want to make textures for, but those are further down. These are just things that will literally just be blocks that I don't need textures for. Cracked polished blackstone brick is a texture that already exists. We don't have slab, stairs, or walls for it, but we should have them. Chiseled polished blackstone slab, give me a slab. Cracked nether brick, give me slab, stairs, and walls of that. Chiseled nether brick slab, give me a chiseled slab, please. Although here's the problem with quartz, chiseled quartz, that one has a different texture on top as the sides. Womp womp. I know it looks nice and all, but do I use the bottom half or the top half? And do I make it so that it, especially with vertical slabs in mind, do I make it so that the texture of it works differently? And the answer is I don't want to try and do that. That sounds like hell. I'm not going to. But also, we are missing nether brick fence gates. That's something that exists. We have nether brick fence when nether brick fence gates. Same logic. Red nether brick. We don't have red nether brick fences, but we have nether brick fences. Why not red? Same with the gates. Quartz walls and smooth quartz walls. Quartz brick slabs and stairs. We should have those. Those are some of the most deserved. Endstone slab stairs and walls. I have wanted endstone slabs before. Endstone looks like it should be able to have slabs. If that's the case, then I'll give them the stairs and walls. Purple walls as well. Why don't we have purple walls? Those would be at least interesting and useful. I want to try and expand the palette as much as possible, so within somewhat reasonable vanilla limitations. So like, sadly the pillars can't have slabs, stairs, and walls. As nice as they are, they don't match, but they are their own block type. Because they act like trees, like logs do, reasonably speaking, because they can be placed on the face of a block, they change. So yeah, it's a little funky. Anyways, I need to blow my nose again. Alright. Can't wait for my mom to try and suggest that he use a fucking neti pot again. Never again. My nose hurt for a while after that. I also got a nosebleed later that day. Like, ugh. Anyways, new textures, subtype extensions. We don't have cracked bricks, like clay style bricks. We don't have cracked bricks, chiseled bricks, or mossy bricks. I want to make all those. And they will also have slabs, stairs, and walls where applicable. I'm thinking that I will have a creeper or a steve for those. And the recipe for mossy bricks will be bricks plus a vine, just like other mossy stuff. And I want to have chiseled prismarine bricks, but they look like an axolotl. That'll be really cute. Cracked prismarine bricks, that'll look cool. Mossy prismarine bricks. Why don't we have mossy prismarine? It's like, or even algal. Or algal? I'll add that, actually. Algal prismarine bricks. That could be interesting. Because instead of it being vines, it would be seaweed. Or not seaweed. Well, it could be seaweed. Or seagrass, that's what it is. Seagrass plus prismarine bricks? That could be interesting. Another thing I noticed in the naming conventions, mossy prismarine brick slab. It's not bricks slab. You don't say bricks slab, you say brick slab. Like, it's a weird little thing, but it makes more sense to not have it be plural. Which is cool. But also, stairs are never singular. Because when you're talking about them, they already have multiple stairs to them. You know what I mean? And normally, you don't say stair independently. Like, stairs are, logistically speaking, just stairs. They have multiple levels. You would just say a step instead. So logistically, stairs are basically never singular. Cracked red nether bricks, chiseled red nether bricks. I'm thinking chiseled will look like a blazer or a wither skeleton. Chiseled endstone bricks and cracked endstone bricks. Chiseled will look like a shulker. And that's that in terms of extending what we have for the game. Now the point is not to just make anything and everything possible to have slabs and stairs and what have you. It's to make things have slabs and stairs based on an extension of vanilla rules that are a little bit more lenient than what we have. But making sure to try and keep within categories. So like, I don't have netherrack getting new slabs and stairs, but I thought, why would you ever want that, for one? But two, netherrack is not, it isn't really a stone. It barely qualifies as a stone. It's like hardened dirt. It's like hardened, fleshy dirt. It is gross. It requires a pickaxe, yes, but it is a lot more like a dirt or hardened dirt than proper stone. So that's that. Yeah. So, anyways, I need to blow my nose yet again. Hooray! Ugh. I bet you guys are sick and tired of hearing me say that. But oh well. Okay, I am actually going to switch over projects so that I am back to bearded foxes. Cancel, hold on. This is the new version. I had an old one. I had to change things around a little bit. I also totally fucked up my source control originally, but that's just a problem that IntelliJ provides me with a lot of the time. Oh yeah, the last thing I did in the mod was fix it so that foxes weren't killed by sweetberry bushes. That was a sad thing. Oh yeah, I was working on a Japanese translation. I need to figure out, okay, I have this file still, but I need to figure out proper naturalization. So, yeah, that'll be interesting to see. Especially because of the fact that right now these are just like kind of as they are. IntelliJ has an update. I'm not gonna do that, but I'm gonna leave this open. However, I do want to oh my god, bearded fox entity. Yeah, I basically just copied the fox class wholesale, just so you know, in order to actually make this. So, oop. I am probably gonna have to copy this all into another class to make what I'm thinking of making. So, what I want to do is make a special type of fox. I don't know, maybe I'll make it, is there a word I could use a foreign word that people would know means fox at least half the time. Or not fox, something almost godlike or like holy-like. Something special. The bearded fox, the idea is that they are a fox species of their own. They have interacted with humans for a long time. They were semi-domesticated and then released back into the wild, but they are still out and about. I want to change it so that bearded foxes, when they are interacting with people again, have like familiarity and won't run away from you when you are around them for a while. So I'm gonna need to add that to their data tracking. However, I am also going to want to add the other type of fox, those godly type foxes that are summoned, and I'm thinking that those special magical foxes, I need to figure out a name for them. Fucking, my nose is running so bad. I realized I didn't turn off my microphone this time, so apologies, everyone. Right. I just blew my nose and I just sucked some stuff right back in. Isn't that always how it goes? Anyways. This part specifically was added by me. Everything else originally came from the Fox outright. Yeah, also that. Foxentity.type is the source of all of my irritation. When I was originally on the Fabric Discord, which, by the way, I should add a comment that this code original. Basically everything else is unique. Just the beard is mine. Just the beard. Just the beard. I am gonna probably add more tails to make the god foxes more interesting. They're gonna have more tails. I'm wondering if I do something with oh yeah, all entities must have a constructor that takes one net Minecraft world parameter. I have it. It complains, but it compiles fine without it. I just have it saved in the comments here. Like, that's literally it. That's all I need. If for some reason it stops compiling without it, I can just uncomment that and give it back, put it back in. But the main thing is, like, it needs this to be able to work. So reasonably speaking, this is just kind of how it's gonna have to go. Anyways, I am wondering, should I extend Bearded Fox Entity, or like a smart person, copy what's in here into a new class, make it so that the things that are unique to specifically bearded foxes are only in that class, and then extend behaviors that I need into the divine fox that I'm making. Because the divine foxes are not going to just chase after creatures, for one. So I guess having all these out is gonna be good. Dear God, I'm gonna need to actually do some weird stuff to be able to extend this out. Okay, this might be a total refactor, come to think of it. So, fabricmod.json, you are probably gonna get bumped up to 0.4 if I'm doing this. Because I don't just want everything to be a straight up duplication of code from here. I want to be smart with how I do it. The only reason I don't have it extending Fox Entity is because of the fact that I can't selectively take out the things from the type enumeration, this thing. Now in the normal Fox, there are only 2 types. I need 16. I needed to add 16. And the way that it works with this, especially with how it normally does spawning, I needed to have it separate. Otherwise, it just wouldn't work right. Because otherwise, what would all these foxes spawn by? And, I have it just set as the void so that it compiles it without errors. And so that there isn't some weird, problem when it tries to figure out where does the lime fox spawn, or where do black foxes spawn? The answer is you actually breed them. Their natural colors don't spawn out in the world. I didn't want every single fox color to be able to spawn out there. So instead I have the majority of them just out and about. The majority of them are not just naturally spawning. Only 6 are. You can get all the rest through breeding somehow. Anyways. Oh yeah, this one. This method. Oh, it's not. Oh. This is separate parts. Yeah, of course. Maybe I should get rid of the get all biomes because that actually is not used anymore. The way that it did get all biomes, the whole point was that it would get all the biomes from a specific list. That I'm not doing anymore. The way that I changed spawning a little bit from what I originally had planned. It's in terms of what I've actually made that has gone into my mod and what I've actually played with on streams, that never was a thing from what I remember. But yeah, this is just, yeah, it's yeah, anyways, the idea is to make sure that if it's trying to return something that isn't present, just by default return cyan, please. Spoilers for how to breed colors together. Yeah, from valid combination. Okay, so yeah, good. I didn't accidentally at a breakpoint. I don't want to accidentally do that. I want to figure out what internal classes do I need for both the normal foxes and the divine foxes, and what will just be pulled into a shared subclass that these will both inherit from. Now the divine foxes, I'm thinking, I'm gonna need to make sure that the bearded foxes have their own data, so that's gonna have to be its own thing. I need to blow my nose again. Blech. You ever blow your nose so hard that it, like, your ears squeaks almost? It's not fun. Anyways. I'm gonna need to go through basically every fucking thing in here to make sure that it's something that is not necessarily something that can be split off into their shared class, because the Divine Foxes don't need food. They won't be tempted by berries. They'll just be friendly, a little mischievous, but friendly. They'll just wander around. But you can tempt them with food. They don't need food. They don't actively seek after it. But if you give it to them, they will like you. Or at least respect you. That's kind of the idea that I have. They will be, again, sort of divine, maybe ethereal. They'll have multiple tails. When they're around, other foxes are more passive. I'm wondering if the familiarity could be added with a divine benefit from the player. Maybe? I'll have to look into that. Oh yeah, this random int I. Yeah, there are bits of code randomly throughout things. Like, this is making its own integer. But for some reason, there was another counter variable just up here, just left in the Fox code. Like, why the fuck is that there? Who wrote that? It might accidentally be something like, oh, I is supposed to be assigned down here, but also, int I equals true? Who? What? Who knows what that actually points to in the original code, because obviously this is the obfuscated code. It is done through remaking methods and everything. Like, all the method names have, you know, they've been redone, they've been renamed. For the most part, everything had to be built from the ground up, or like from the block voxel up, more or less, in terms of making every deobfuscation. But int I equals true. Where the hell did that come from? Anyways. Get ambient sound, play ambient sound. I'm thinking I'm gonna need to do a little bit of stuff. To make sure that the specific tick loot for the divine foxes will probably be nothing, because it's just a divine avatar. Hold on, I need to blow my nose again. bleh. So bleh. Again, they're the divine beings. If you kill it, and it will drop loot. I won't give it a loot. Oh yeah, interesting. This method mapping doesn't have a name for 29,499. Go to declaration or usages. It's a living entity. Player entity equals item entity dot get thrower not equal to null ternary this world or this dot world item entity thrower or null. And if it isn't null, because you know, basically, if the person who threw the item is still there, at least. Thrown item picked up by entity trigger, yada yada yada, a bunch of gibberish. Okay. No idea what that does. That's probably why it doesn't have a name. It's still just met for 29,499 or 29,499 or whatever. Which, by the way, just goes to show how many fucking millions of lines of code must be in the entire game. Like, just look at that. Just foxes alone. And I've extended foxes a lot because of the fact that type is normally really short. Yeah, there are over 1,400 lines of code just in this one mob. Like, come on. I get that foxes are a little bit more complicated because of the fact that they have a lot of specific behaviors, but, like, there are plenty of AI things that get weirder. I mean, come on. Okay. I am thinking maybe. Uh-oh. Ugh. I apologize. Maybe for now, so that I don't have to figure out everything that overlaps and doesn't overlap, I'm just gonna copy everything. And an entity, new Java, new Java class. Bleh. I'll call it Divine Fox entity for now. I will add it to Git. Control Y, Control A, Control V, because there will be 1,500 plus lines of code. Divine Fox entity. This will be fun. Uh-oh. What? Divine Fox entity. Divine Fox entity. Just making sure that they didn't accidentally copy it over in some weird place. Yeah, okay. So, I'm gonna need to do a lot of renaming. I'm also gonna need to make sure that I add in Mod entity types. Yes. Okay. Public, static, final, entity type, divine fox entity, divine fox equals registry dot lowercase register dot entity type new identifier bearderfox dot mod id comma divine fox oh, it says typo in the word. Fabric entity type builder dot create spawn group dot this one's a little bit more special because of the fact that it's not just it'll be of a misc type comma divine fox entity new dot dimensions entity dimensions dot fixed. It's going to be the same as the foxes. 0.6f 0.7f dot build, and then add a semicolon at the bottom. It's a lot of weird fucking code, admittedly, but think of it as this is a parameter piece, this is a parameter piece, and this all is one parameter piece with this being an extension of it. So it needs to register, it needs to know that it's registering an entity type to the registry. It's giving it an identifier. We're making a new one, and we're giving it the divine fox path, and then it's actually building the entity type for us. We're creating it in the miscellaneous spawn group. It's new based on divine fox entity, and we also have to give it the dimensions of the entity so that it knows what to do with spawning. Yes, with this I added that. Now I'm gonna add divine fox entity just to be safe with this, because sometimes things have problems. Alright, so this is the uninitialized method for the mod. Basically, this is where things are started, I guess, and everything is built out from here. Fabric default attribute registry dot register mod entity types dot divine fox divine fox entity dot create fox attributes. You need to be able to create the mod attributes. You have to be able to figure out the default attributes of a spawned creature. Whenever it's spawned or summoned, it needs to know what the divine the basic attributes are. So when it's registered properly, you register the type, and then you have to register the default attributes. Just when it's a blank canvas, when it is put into the world, what are the attributes that you give it? And the answer is a lot of really basic things. But yeah, I need to go through and rename all the things that are say bearded fox entity to define fox entity. So, let's see. I have to find and make sure also that there aren't random fox entities left behind, because I have accidentally done that before and it compiles, but it still complains. Ooh. Actually, I don't know. Do I want to have the Divine Foxes breed? Oh, yeah, I'm gonna need to go through and, double check to make sure that things, boy oh boy, gonna need to change the bearded fox data to divine fox data.
Just wanna take this chance to fly.
Divine fox data. I'm gonna need to find that. Where is bearded fox data? I'm gonna refactor it really fast. No, excuse me. No! Divine fox data. Divine fox data. Oh dear. Where the fuck is that? And why is that the way it is? Oh dear. I'm gonna need to... There are lots of little weird things in code. Just all over the place. Oh. Divine Fox entity dot type. Divine Fox entity, just to make sure. Copy that, paste that, paste that, paste that. Yada yada yada. Divine Fox entity, Divine Fox entity. Divine Fox entity. Divine Fox entity. Yada yada yada. So many fucking things. Oh, here we go. There we go, Divine Fox Entity. Okay, good. Hooray! Yay! Oh my god. So many Divine Fox entities that I have to copy paste. The problem is I couldn't just copy paste it and expect it to work. For me to do a refactor with it saying Bearded Fox Entity, or renaming Bearded Fox Entity to Divine Fox Entity, because that might also change it in the original one anyway, and that would be a pain in the ass to undo. So I'm just gonna stick with what I'm doing, because at least this way I can look at the blocks of red and see, oh yeah, that has a lot of red. That has problems. That one's good. Move to hunt goal. I need to move to hunt. I'm actually probably going to cut that one out. Yeah, please disappear. Attack. Defriend friend. Avoid daylight. Do I want these ones to also not like daylight? No. Variable entity filter. That's currently never used, although sit down and look around, as well as delayed calm down. Eat sweet berries. Okay, this one is basically them just randomly deciding, hey, I'm gonna go and look for sweet berries. That one is fine as is. I should probably go and make sure to also my god, so many fucking Divine Fox entities that I have to fill in. Mate goal. Do I want them to be able to mate? Well, we'll see. Ay. So many things that I have to rename. My god. Defend friend. Ay. Yes, I realize that is just, you know, plain grifted code, but I will be doing a lot of gutting of this code in a little while. Oh boy, just you wait. I honestly might have to change a lot of how this works, but we'll see exactly how much I have to do. sit down and look around. I will definitely have them sit down and look around. That's part of the reason why they're in avatar form. Come on, Defiant Foxes. Let's get sitting. I don't know. Ooh, there's still red. Where's the red? Ooh, on this one. My God. Okay, I am going to really quick make this so that it is less ludicrous? Like, not less ludicrous, so to speak. More like readable. That looks so much better. Basically, you can sit down and look around if you are not attacking based on randomness. You are not sleeping. You don't have a target of anything. Basically, your target is null. You are idle in terms of navigation. And you can calm down. And you are not chasing anything. And you are not in sneaking position. Which is just, you know, perfect. Like, come on. That's everything you need in terms of being allowed to sit down and look around. It has to be everything. You have to be able to do that if you want to start. So yeah. Alright. Divine Fox data, I'm going to need to change that definitely at some point. Stop wandering. This one's really just about stopping wandering around, I guess, at some point, eventually. Go to village. Interesting thing, foxes apparently navigate to villages. Only nearby villages that have generated, of course. But they like to go to villages because they're curious. Which is really adorable. They don't tend to do it a lot. But if they're in the vicinity, they will. They also like to swim, which is adorable. Oh, I'm gonna need to change the jump chase. Okay, with a lot of returns and if statements, when it has this many things as ors, ands, and so on, basically it's saying return true if this or that and that, with those last two being necessary for that section. So basically, should continue if you are not on the ground and if you are not walking, then jump chasing goal. Yeah. So that's that. I'm gonna need to, of course, fix another class in order for that one to work, but you know. Divine Foxes, Divine Foxes. This has a single and. I don't know why or how, but it does. I forget what that does in Java. I'm not going to change a thing. Oh, that needs to be a Divine Fox. Follow parent goal. Just formatting. Formatting! Come on, use some goddamn formatting! Ugh. Alright, not Bearded Fox entity. Please, for the love of God, stop using the Bearded Fox entity on this. I know I just copied it wholesale, but come on. Alright, static. Should stop doing things. Anything else? No. Drop. Nothing specific in that. Can trust is pretty easy. Get sounds, those are easy as well. I'm probably gonna keep the ambient sounds the same. They screech. It's cute. It's really cute. Stop actions. That one's easy. Stop sleeping. Yeah. I'm gonna have to figure out how to make it so that they don't. Oop. That was that. These ones for some reason are... Oh, those are client. Okay, I'm not gonna bother with that. I was like, why are those not used? It's because they're client, and that can sometimes have strange effects on the IDE. Loot, spit, can pick up item, fox flag can equip. What is so weird? Here we go. That one's something. Set type. Oop. Replace that bearded fox entity. Any other errors? Oh, move to hunt goal and avoid daylight. Those I can. Collapse. Because those are not things that they really do. They also don't pounce at targets. Because they don't hunt. My idea is just to make it so that they don't have a a thing and then leave it in until I can know that I can safely remove it, so to speak. So much. Select and remove. Does that say lerp angle? Uh-huh. Too bad. Too bad. Nobody cares that it's deprecated. Yep. Okay, this is another instance where you need to fucking... Alright. Let me just give this... give everyone a really nice... bit of recommendation. If you have a line of... conditionals, like, if something is a lot of requirements... Put them on separate fucking lines, please. 2 per line at maximum, preferably 1. I used to do a lot of 2 per line stuff. When you have really long methods like this, that's why you do 1 per line. That is just how it goes. That is how you should do it. A lot of IDEs make it so that it automatically lines up the start of all these lines. Like, look at this. I could just tab up and down. I can go up and down easily, and they all automatically line up to the start of the part that actually determines the content, because the ands go a little bit down to the left. Excuse me. I know that Visual Studio makes it so that the ands would line up, but that's fine. Like, come on, it's not that big of a deal to just make things look good. Come on. I get having your conditionals on one line if you just have 2 things. But, and here's the big but, if you have more than 2 things for your conditional, more than just X and Y, or X or Y, then for the love of God, put them on separate lines. Ugh. Okay, rant over. 792. Okay, here. Just little bits of code. X, Y, Z. Just make it so that they line up. That one's easy. That's a nice little bit of code, and it looks good. And you can tell that it's all part of the same thing because it ends with that little extra bump out that says normalize. Make your shit readable. Whoever made this should make it fucking readable. I get that it's extra returns, but that's 2 characters in the file. Actually, I don't know. Does it count it as 1 character or does it count it as multiple? Because theoretically, you can have these on the same line, but we don't have them on the same line because we make things so that we can fucking read them and navigate through a goddamn file. I'm just complaining about readability at this point, but like, come on. I know this is a deobfuscated class and everything, but for the love of God, make it readable. That's just my rant. Okay. I have done a lot of little bits of change up. I am going to add a little bit of info. It's just complaining about the taking the world parameter, but it doesn't need to. Everything works. And now it doesn't actually complain outside of this. Everything else is fine. I cleared up all the errors and then it only complains. It's like, you need to have this. You need to have this. You don't need it, but you need to have it. Fuck off. Nothing's using it, but it says I need to have it. Nothing ever uses it. I don't know where it's defined. It isn't in the base classes of anything. I think it's a holdover from something old. That, or it's because of the fact that I have inheritance from animal entity, which doesn't even use it anyway, because Java still compiles around it. Come on. Come on, Java. Anyways, I need to quick add some notes. Alright, notes. Divine foxes will spawn based on bearded fox happiness. Should I make it do that? We'll see. Divine foxes do not seek out their own food or a dark place to sleep because they needn't. I'll put that on its own line. Because they needn't do either. They are divine after all. That is not what I meant to pull up. They come in all BF colors. I'll just say all colors. Glow. They do not hunt or randomly jump. They do not hunt, pounce, sleep, or run away from play. Asterisk. Which, yeah, asterisk. They do run away from unfamiliar / unfriendly players. Like those who hit them. Or those who are unkind to foxes. Foxes. So basically, divine foxes give boons to those who are nice to foxes, if that makes sense. Comprende? Comprender? Hopefully you get that. I don't know if I'll make them breed. I don't think I will. They don't breed? I'm gonna actually... maybes. Do they spawn based on bearded fox happiness? Do they not breed? Probably. Can be coaxed / bribed with sweet berries and chicken offerings. With offerings of sweet berries and chicken. I'm wondering if I should make some sort of more sophisticated system, because the point is to have the divine foxes be a special kind of more ethereal spirit fox. Mischievous? Mischievous. Mischievous. I always say mischievous. Whatever. Mischievous. Alright. Mischievous? Probably. Probably. Still cute though. Alright. I'm gonna end the stream there. A lot of this was idea generation and just literally making a copy class. Like, I know this is boring probably, but you know how it goes. Maybe you don't. A lot of people probably don't, but this is kind of just the secret to programming sometimes. Sometimes you're just copying old things and then changing them to make your specific cases work. Like, you're just copying for a structure or a lot of little underlying things. But then you copy and then you split out all the stuff that is shared and then keep separate the stuff that is individual, if that makes sense, so that you don't have a bunch of extra stuff. So in a little while, I'm probably gonna have to do like proto extra fox entity, and it'll have whatever shared things are there between the two, so that they can both pull from that instead of directly pulling from animal, and then having all their own stuff that they each need individually. Which, yeah, it'll be a little bit weird, and I'll have to do even more renaming, but it won't be too bad. Anyways, that should about do it. So, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Please do leave a like if you did. Subscribe if you want to see more. Hit the notification bell for notifications as to when I go live. I go live every Sunday from 6 to 9, nice, US Central Time. I go back and forth between Minecraft and Factorio, and I'll be doing probably a little bit more development stream stuff. Maybe not so much on stream itself, but I felt like I wanted to do this because I didn't really have much of an idea of what I wanted to do in Minecraft today, and I haven't done any resource collection or shit in a long time, and mostly because I just haven't had time. And when I have, I've been more interested in doing Factorio lately, so that's just kind of where my motivations went with that. And then in Factorio right now I am doing a mega base, a 1000 science per minute mega base. That is underway. I already have 2 builds, which is not a lot, but I'm getting there. And then Thursdays with my boyfriend Andrew, we are doing the Ace Attorney series right now. We also have backlogged a lot of fun games like Perfect Date. You can go and watch us play as adorable cats. I honestly want to go back and rewatch that. Just even if it's just to see Chungers. Oh, I loved her. And all the other fun characters we had. Anyways, we also did like Night in the Woods and other fun stuff, and occasionally we do other fun things in general. So go and check those out from 7 to 9 US Central Time on Thursdays, most Thursdays. Sometimes we miss a stream, but it's just the fact that it's a little bit harder to guarantee that there will be a stream because there are 2 people who sometimes might not feel up to it. That's kind of why sometimes I also miss a stream. Like, if I'm really, really running late, I might just decide not to do a stream. That happens sometimes. Same goes with Andrew. If he's feeling especially lethargic from a long day at work beforehand, like, I don't blame him for not wanting to do a stream. Although sometimes we will still do a stream, it just won't be like a main big series. It'll be something small like Minecraft, like when we went through Paris and fun stuff. Anyways, that should about do it. Thank you so much for watching all this time. This has been Guy Smith, and I'm signing off. Until next time, take care. I'll see you guys. Bye. Bye.